It's not the war that accelerated, it's your mind that can't keep up. Most people today say the world has gone crazy, that everything is moving too fast, that it's impossible to keep up. But that's only part of the truth. The world hasn't forgotten how to slow down. We've forgotten how to stop our thoughts. And that's what this video is about. Not technology, not time, not just your mind. It feels like everything is happening at once. Information, messages, decisions, expectations. Every day looks like a list that can never be finished. So it's easy to think the problem is the speed of the world. But the speed itself is not new. What's new is how many signals we try to process at the same time. In the past, information arrived slowly. Today, it never stops. It doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't wait. And what exhausts us most is not the amount of things, it's the lack of space between them. Your mind has no time to breathe. Before one thought ends, another one begins. Your brain is not designed for constant switching. It needs closure, decisions that end, thoughts that can rest, matters that are truly finished. But today, most things live in the background, unfinished tasks, unspoken conversations, decisions postponed. Each one takes a small piece of attention, a small piece of energy, a small piece of calm. That's why the tiredness you feel often has nothing to do with working too much. It comes from a mind that rarely feels complete. Here's the paradox: the more intelligent you are, the higher the risk of overload because you see more, farther, wider. You notice consequences, you analyze scenarios before you take the first step. Your mind is already 5 steps ahead. It sounds like a strength, but without structure, it becomes a burden. Less reflective people often act faster, not because they are braver, but because their mind don't show them the full map of risks. Awareness without limits doesn't give power, it creates tension. We live in a world where being available is a normal, sometimes, sometimes even expected. You should respond, you should react, you should be reachable. And even when you rest, your mind keeps working, tracking, comparing, predicting. That's why many people say rest no longer works. Vacations don't regenerate them. Free weekends change nothing, because rest without silence is just a change of stimuli. The body sits still, the mind keeps running. You often hear the advice slow down, but it rarely works because the problem is not speed, it's lack of hierarchy. The mind doesn't need more free time, it needs clarity. What truly matters, what is just urgent, what is yours, and what is noise. You can have a free day and feel more tired afterward, not because you did too much, but because everything in your head stayed equally important. Exhaustion often comes from chaos, not from effort. Pause for a moment and ask yourself one simple question. Do you know what truly matters most in your life? Or are you only reacting to what is the loudest right now? Then don't answer quickly. You don't need to say anything. If you don't choose consciously, the pace of the words chooses for you. The mind doesn't need more control, it needs clarity. Fewer decisions, but completed ones. Fewer plans, but ones that actually end something. There's a big difference between thinking all the time and thinking until something is finished. This small shift changes everything. Instead of asking, what else should I do? Ask, What can I calmly finish today? One thing, one decision, one ending. That tells your mind it doesn't need to stay in constant alert mode. The world won't slow down. Technology won't disappear. There won't be fewer signals. But you don't have to race inside your head because it's not the war that accelerated. Your mind just needs space to keep up again. And that's where it's worth starting with one thought that is finally allowed to rest.